Let's just start off and do a couple of exercises to get ourselves ready. We'll just start by bringing opposite elbow up, just stretching from side to side. That's a nice easy one, and it'll help us to really get into the mood of exercise. I hope you're feeling really well. Yes. Good thoughts about you, because you are the important one, and some exercise is going to make you feel more positive all day. Let's do those easy steps in place. That's it. Now I want to work our arms some more today to start off, so I'm going to start with some weights and bring my elbows up, bring them into touch, and then stretch back. Now as we do this, let's slightly bend our knees, have our shoulders back. That's it. We want to take time to align our bodies and get ready for good exercise. Yes, this is a special time for you today because you are the important person. Yes, you are. I was reading an article this time about foods that absolutely fight weight gain or fat. And they were saying that two important food groups are fruits and dairy products when it comes to really having a healthy diet and to really fighting weight gain. Fruits and low-fat dairy products. Those were the two that they told us about. And then back down, nice and easy. Just release that a little bit. Now let's bend our knees again still, shoulders back, have weights in front of us, and we'll pull up on one side and then go right over on the opposite side. And they were telling us the reason that fruits are so good is that they are so high in fiber, and also they are low calorie. And they think this combo, being high in fiber and then being low in calorie, is what is so good because it helps to curb your appetite, keep you from overeating, and it makes you feel full because you've got some bulk there in your stomach. Yes, that's especially true with fruits. But it's the combination there of the high fiber and the low calorie that makes it so good. Now they were telling us if you want to rid yourself of belly fat, they found in one test that was done that people that had 3 servings of fat-free yogurt a day lost 22% more weight. And they told us that 61% of this was more body fat, the weight that was lost, and 81% more stomach fat. Now you'd say, why in the world would eating low-fat yogurt cause all those things to happen? And they tell us the reason is because dairy lowers the levels of cortisol, which is a hormone that steers the fat right to your belly. Yes. So in other words, when you bring in that low-fat dairy, it cuts down that cortisol level, and when it does that, then it helps to keep that fat away from your belly. So you can see why eating dairy products is so important. And they've done lots of studies to show us that. But they say that fiber can actually help to fill you up, and it helps to slim you down. People that follow these diets, they just found out they did so much better. I know in one study they did, they had overweight women eating 2 different types of foods. Now, the one ate at least 3 apples a day or 3 pears, and the other group had the same number of calories and all, but left the fruit out, didn't have any fruit at all. And at the end of the study, they found out the ones that had the apples or the pears in their diet every day lost the most weight. Now, that's quite interesting. Now, while we're standing today, I want to work our waist some more. And we'll start today, of course, knees bent. We want our arms right up close to our ears, place our palms together, and then pull over and stretch, and then back up. Just hold it there, and then right over on the opposite side. That's it. You're doing great. Now, they tell us also that whole grains are so important when it comes to improving your overall health, controlling your weight, but also to help prevent heart attacks or heart disease. And the reason is because they're loaded with nutrients. You've got the fiber in there, you've got the minerals, you've got the vitamins, and you've got all kinds of good nutrients and that helps your heart to be more healthy, and whole grain. And they say if you really want to keep the lid on fat, to make sure that you take in plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and like fish at least 3 times a week. Yes, that is a real good diet for you to follow. Now, right over there, we're stretching our waist out as we work today. But they tell us that people who include whole grains in their diet, that they are much more able to control weight gain. Yes, as they get older, they're much better to control their weight, and they don't put on nearly as much weight as they get older. And of course, they say with whole grains, you still want to have the fruits and vegetables and food like that. But you might be wondering, well, where do I get these whole grains? Well, when you're reading the labels, make sure you see the word whole, W-H-O-L-E. And it'll be listed right there. It might be whole wheat, whole grain corn, or it might be brown rice. But those things are all whole grains, and they're so good for you. Help to fill you up, keep you real healthy, and help you to control your weight better. Now, that was wonderful. It stretched right through our fingertips. Now, with knees bent, still working our waist, let's reach up this time, but reach for our left wrist, pull over to the right, and then back up. These stretching exercises while we're standing really do great things for us. They really do. They're some of the best exercises that you can do for your body. So, of course, we all want to keep the lid on fat gain, especially as we get older. So we learned today that healthy eating is really important. I was reading that if obesity lays out the welcome mat for cancer, that exercise may be one of the best ways to slam the door in its face. How about that? Yes, if obesity lays out the welcome mat for cancer, and they're saying that it does, just being overweight sets you up for cancer, then exercise may be one of the best ways to slam the door right in its face. I like that. Now let's rest for a moment. Then we're going to reach for that opposite wrist and go the other way. That's it. Wonderful. Yes, as I read and learn new things, I always want to share them with you so I can keep you informed. Remember to be a water drinker, to drink water throughout the day. Sip it. They say keep it with you and sip it all day long. If you'll do that, you won't eat nearly as much food. And I found that to be true in my own life. When you think about your skin, you want it to look really well, to have elasticity. You want all your digestive parts, all of your functions there of your body to work right. Then, my friend, you need a good bit of water. So become a water drinker. It'll make you feel better and act better. Great. Now let's stretch right through our fingertips. Shake our arms out a little bit and come down. Yes, come all the way down. Point your toes, press your knees, reach for the ceiling, and fold down. That's it. Just do a good stretch. Wherever you can stretch to, hold it there. Then stretch back up. Oh, wonderful. And then down there again, be thankful. Be thankful that you're able to build your body up. Isn't it amazing that even into your 90s, you can build muscle mass? Yes, you can make your muscles work better. You can have better posture. You can be thinner and firmer and stronger than you were 20 years earlier if you'll make time for a good exercise program. I promise you. Now let's reach our left arm all the way down our left leg. Look up to the ceiling. Just look right up there at your ceiling. Lift your arm up close to your ear and then fold down very carefully. That's it. Just fold right down there. You're doing great. I want to tell you again about my slow cooker cookbook. It is wonderful. It's the newest book I have in my line, and you'll love it. It's got the easiest recipes in it. The recipes are easy to make, and then they have a breakdown to tell you all of the calorie content, the fat, everything there. And everything that we've made has been delicious out of that cookbook. So get yourself that, and you'll love it. It's $20 plus $2 shipping, but be sure to call it the Slow Cooker Cookbook so I won't get it mixed up. That's it. But you'll love that. That makes great gifts, too. Now, let's do it one more time down there, and then we're going to come up, straighten our back, Then go over to the opposite side. Place the opposite arm down, close to the leg. Look up to your ceiling, and then fold down there again, and then back up. You're doing just great. You really are. Just take it one day at a time. Just do what you're able. Don't do anything that's too hard for you. But look forward to your exercise time, a special time for you. And you'll feel so much better about it if you do that. You really will. Now down there again, just stretching and making ourselves firmer. Yes. And then down there again, and then back up. Great. And then bring your legs back in. Just do a nice, easy little release. That'll make you feel better. Well, let's separate our legs again. And while we're sitting like this today, let's work a little bit on our thighs. We'll lift up our left foot, bring it right over that right foot. Just do a stretch right there. Nice and easy does it. That's it. We don't want to forget our inner thighs. They need a lot of work, and we can give it to them. Oh, yes. That's it. Oh, you're doing wonderfully. How are you doing with your blood sugar? Are you able to keep that under control and help to prevent diabetes? Honestly, as we get older, we have to keep that blood sugar right. We do not want to come down with diabetes. And even if we have it, we need to eat so carefully so that we don't worsen our health situation. Now let's stretch up again. We're going to straighten our back, sit up there, and place our hands down and lift up the opposite foot and bring it over. I have a great book called The Insulin Resistance Diet, and it tells you all about your blood sugar and how to eat to keep that right, to keep that insulin right in your body naturally. And it is the best book I have ever read about how to eat as you get older so that you won't get diabetes. My viewers that have purchased that say, oh, Beverly, I've learned so much. And I learned a great deal about how to eat. And I'm careful to make sure that I balance my protein and my carbohydrate. Now, that book is $20 and then $2 shipping, and just ask for the insulin book. And I'll get it right back to you, and you'll be glad that you did. You'll say, oh, I learned so much from Beverly. And, you know, these books are worth the investment. They really are. Now, let's come back up to a seated position. We got our knees up this time, our feet flat on the floor. And while we're like this, I want to press out and then back in. That's it. Press out there and then come back in. We're going to work on the abdominal section. A lot of folks that can't do a roll up or sit up, they can do exercises like this in a seated position. But just do what you're able. Just do a few of them, then rest, then come back and do a couple of more. And that's the way you gradually build yourself back up so that you can do more and get stronger. The main thing is don't overdo in the beginning, because you'll get discouraged and you'll get entirely too sore. Just do a few and then just gradually increase. Now let's have some water. Always have your water with you. And keep yourself well lubricated for exercise. And this will help you have more energy. All right, now working again. If you're weak, if you're just starting, roll back and then come up this way. Nice and easy does it. But if you've been working with me for a while and you're stronger and want to come down, place our hands on our shoulders, do a little twist as we come up. Exhale on the hardest part, inhale down, and then exhale. That's it. Exhale as you come up. Just a little twisting will help with the abdominal wall. That's it. Exhale, 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 and exhale, and exhale. You're doing great. Just do what you're able. If you have to take a pause and rest, that's fine. Come on back on your back. Bring your right knee in and do a stretch with the opposite leg. And then on the opposite side, nice and easy does it. Just stretch that leg out. See, this is a back strengthener, and this will help your back to get stronger so you can do more exercises. Wonderful. Now let's stretch out the sciatica this time, and we'll do that by bringing the left knee in, stretch up, and then slowly come down. Just stretch right there and hold it for a moment, then back up all the way up. then bend, and then slowly down. And then the opposite knee in, stretch up. Come over there and do a good stretch. And then back up, and then down, all the way back down. Now crossing our left leg over our right one, knees over us. Let's come down and touch on one side. Leave your elbows down now. Don't cheat and lift them up. Then on the opposite side. See, this works the waist. Over, and then up, and then back down. And then back up, and we'll cross the opposite leg over. And come down and touch. And then back up, and then over. See, doing all these exercises helps to keep you really in shape so you're not nearly as likely to pull a muscle. Now, for more abdominal work, let's bring our left leg up today, touch the weights together, and then pull our right elbow up there and touch. It's a good stretch to do. Works on the laterals. Not fast, but very deliberate. When your body gets used to doing the exercises, you'll feel a certain amount of energy. When you walk, when you sit, you just feel like you've been adjusted for the day. But you'll find when you get used to doing your daily exercises every day, and then you have to lay off of them for a couple of more days, all of a sudden you'll feel like you're sinking back into your own hips. You think, I have got to get myself exercising again, because you'll feel the feeling of fitness. It comes on you. You feel much more fit, and you are. You're stronger. Your body goes to work immediately the first day you exercise to start to repair itself. Now let's pull up there and hold, and then come back down. Good. So we just pull up and touch. That's it. Just pour it up there and touch, and then come back down. That is great. You're doing wonderfully. Yes, your body will have a level of fitness that you reach that you will definitely know when you stop exercising for a couple of days. You'll feel like you're sinking again, and you'll want to get that good feeling of good posture and more energy. That's it. Up there and down. I think if you recognize, now let's put our feet back up this time, we'll pull up and touch, that your body was designed for exercise, and as we get older, if we do not use our muscles, they turn into a liquid and pass out of our body, and they're replaced with fat, and that's why we jiggle when we walk. Muscle has wasted away, and it's been replaced by fat, and fat does not burn calories. No, it just goes along for the ride. But muscles are your motors. They burn calories. Yes, and when you build up your muscles, you can eat more because your engine's getting bigger and you're burning more calories. And that's good news, definitely. If you're like me, I enjoy eating. Okay, wonderful. Now, for one more for the abdominal section, let's bring a knee in between each elbow and a little crunch. We have to crunch. That's good. Nice, easy crunch. And then we'll finish the crunch today going from opposite elbow and knee, the crisscross. That's it. That's known as a crunch and a crisscross. That's it. Nice and easy, not fast. And then back in. Wonderful. And give your knees a little hug. Say, thank you, knees. Thank you. Okay, let's come up on our knees. If you cannot work on your knees, and I'm doing knee exercises, always come over with side legs, knees bent, or straight legs. Do a lift up like this on one side, then on the opposite side. That's all you have to do. No excuse not to do the last section of the program because you can't work on your knees. Okay. Now for our first exercise, we're going to lift this left bent knee up to the side and then back down. And as we do this, I'm going to share with you Psalm 94:18. When I said my foot slippeth, thy mercy, O Lord, held me up. Have you ever gotten up, when you first get up for the day, everything is fine, but next thing you know, everything is falling apart? Yes. You find yourself rushing, then you end up rushing all day, or you lose your cool and you get angry with someone, and then you're defensive all day, and then you think, my goodness, I started this day off and everything has gone wrong. Well, it's time then, let's stop, for you to seek some quiet time. Let's rest for a moment, then we're going to go up on the other side. Seek some quiet time. Get alone with the Lord and talk to Him. Yes, indeed. Read His Word. Get into His Word, and He will give you energy. He'll absolutely energize you and give you the strength that you need to slow down. God will always give you something when you go digging in the morning. Let the Holy Spirit just plant you right there to spend time with God and get you on the right track. You said, Lord, my foot slippeth. Psalm 94:18. When I said, my foot slippeth, thy mercy, O Lord, held me up. And He does. But we have to go to Him. Yes, we sure do. And don't give in to just saying, it's a bad day, everything's gone wrong. No, don't do that. Just when you get disappointed, you have to get reappointed. That's what it means. Okay, now let's lift up this time, stretch out, bend, and down. We'll do the left leg first. That's it. And we'll really feel it there, that's for sure. Yes, when you get disappointed, when things are going wrong, take time. And the Lord will reveal things to you, and He'll give you strength, and He'll give you the ability to go on through hard things, but you have to call on Him. That's for sure. Now, one more up there, stretch out, and then back down. Now, rest for a moment. Yes, you have to rest for a moment. You'll find when you add the ankle weights, it makes the exercises harder, but you get faster, firmer when you do that. Now, let's come up and out on the opposite side, and then back down. Oh, yes, you'll get faster muscle development when you go to using weights. In the beginning, you don't need weights. Just do the exercises without weights. It'll be hard enough just doing them without the weights. But as you get stronger, then you want to add wrist and ankle weights, and they'll help you. That's it. Just up and then out. One more. Up there, stretch it, and then back down. Wonderful. And just rest for a moment. Anytime I'm doing too many, you come down like this and just rest all the way down like that. Get real comfortable and just listen to your breathing. Then when you're able, you want to come up and come right back up. Now this time we'll lift up, forward, 2, back, 2, forward, 2, and then back, 2. Nice and easy does it, not fast. You're doing just fine too. Be encouraged. Absolutely. I'm here to be your chief encourager. Wonderful. Front 2 and then back 2. And then come back and rest for a moment. And then on the opposite side, good thigh work. Front 2 and back. Front and back. Oh, yes. You don't want to get in a big hurry with your exercise. You just take it easy and you just do what you're able to do. That's what I say. In the very beginning, you certainly can't do as many, but you're not expected to. You're a beginner and you have to work like a beginner. That's it. Good. Wonderful. Let's come back and just rest for a moment. Good. Now you see our program number up there, 416. If you need to call me or you want a copy of this program, now let's lift out, left knee up, and we're going to lift right from a lifted position. Foot is behind us. But if you'd like to get a tape with 415 and 416 come together, have good exercises in there for you. It's $15 and then $2 shipping and handling. And if you need DVD, just let us know, because we normally send VHS tapes, but we can take care of that if you'll let us know. And this is a good one to uplift, right where we've been working. Yes. Now let's go over on the opposite side. That same exercise, we need to uplift where we sit. Nature will bring us down, but these wonderful exercises will help us to get lifted back up there, and we'll feel better about ourselves when we do that. Absolutely. Yes. We need to be strong. We have work to do for our Lord here on this earth. Be a good witness. Take good care of your body. It's a gift from God. Surely is. I read one time that your body is a gift from God, and what you do with it is your gift back to Him. Now let's come all the way down on the abdominal section. Oh yes. Bring our palms down flat. And let's do a nice easy lift right there with the left leg first with a pointed toe. Yes, be thankful. Health is so wonderful, but we have to recognize that we have to do our part. Yes, do all we can. In my 20s, I got in a bad lifestyle. I just didn't take care of myself, and I was under a lot of stress. I didn't eat right, didn't sleep right, didn't really do anything about the stress I was under, and my health got very, very poor. And thank God, when I was 27, somebody pointed me